Jeremy White from Ideal Bootcamp, and today we're just going to be doing a networking interview. So, hello Jeremy, it's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
All right. So, let's get started. How did you start with Ideal Bootcamp? Where did the idea come from?
How did I start with it? It came from a bar napkin.
Oh.
All right. So basically, I've been in the industry for over 18 years, and I've done different aspects of the health and fitness industry. And just over a year ago, I was sitting with a friend that's also been in the industry for even longer than I have, and he said, you know, if in your world, money wasn't an option, what would you do, right? And basically what I did was I started talking. He goes, let's write this down. So we started writing down on a scrap piece of paper or napkin. And then he took it and he looked it over and he called me up a week later. He goes, Jeremy, you have something here. You got to do this. So I hummed and hawed over a few months, and I was just encouraged to, you know what, if you're not going to do it right now, you'll never do it. So I literally walked in the next day, quit my job, and had no money, no business plan, no anything. I just started.
So you had no previous business experience before this?
Besides running other people's businesses? Nope.
Oh, okay. So where did you work before you started Ideal Bootcamp?
Over my 18 years, I worked for Family Fitness, which used to be big in Hamilton. Now some of them are Good Life Fitnesses, but they used to be Family Fitnesses originally. I worked for the Premier Fitness. I worked for Fitness Connection in Toronto, and I worked for boot camps here in Hamilton. And so I just, you know, I've opened up businesses for different kind of people also. So I've known about the business side, but I've never been responsible for the business side, right? So, yeah.
All right. So you decided to open a boot camp. Why would you choose a boot camp as opposed to a gym or maybe a high-intensity interval training or something else?
Well, great question, because a big box gym takes a lot of money to start up, but it's probably a lot more profitable overall. So it's not about the money really, even though money's great. It's about what I can touch and change more people's lives, all right, in a boot camp setting. Now, you mentioned high interval training. We've incorporated high interval training into our boot camp, all right? And the reason I have this concept is because we're not really a boot camp studio, okay? Boot camp studios have class times and they have, you know, structured days and times you can come in, right? Big box gyms, you can go in anytime you want, but no one cares about you once you're in, right? The ideal concept is in the middle, you can have a great workout on your own time and using the best motivation, the top of the line equipment, the top of the line systems and procedures to get you to the next level, which average people can't get there by themselves.
All right. Okay, so when I walked in, I saw everyone working out downstairs. I saw there was actually a lot of females. So do you have a certain target population or people that mostly come into your boot camp?
Most of my advertising is set towards 30 to 55-year-old women, and that's probably about my target in here also. I actually have a lot more men than I did plan on before I opened. Men are it's actually a great surprise that men are actually loving this program. And so that's actually helping me build my profit stream better, because I didn't expect their contribution to it. But if I think of so if you're going to open a business, what do you want to think of? You want to think of the avatar you want to go to, right? Who is your avatar? So I have Becky, okay. All right? Becky's my avatar. Becky is 45 years old, full-time job, 2 kids, all right? So every time I go to advertise, I think, what would Becky like? What was Becky going to go for, right? And so that's my avatar I go after.
Okay. And I also heard that you guys have your training, it's ongoing, so it never stops.
Yes.
So you really think that this helps with the average woman that comes in, busy lifestyle, right?
100%. So, like I said, right, Becky is 45 years old, full-time job and 2 kids with sports. All right, so she has hardly any time to herself, which I hear that all the time. Okay, so I wanted to develop a program where Becky can come in anytime she wants. If it's before work, if it's in the middle of work on her lunch hour, if it's after work before she picks up her kids or has to get her kids somewhere, or if it's after her kids' stuff are done, or drops her kids off at the arena for hockey practice and comes and works out and then go picks them up again. That's what I wanted to develop. So the boot camp workout all over the world is amazing. I didn't invent that. That's not me. Thank you, whoever did. All right. The high intensity interval training. I didn't invent that. Whoever did, great. Thank you again. I combined those two and then figured out a way that we could have that workout with no start and stop times. Right? There's a beginning and end, 30-minute workout done. Right? So that's what I had to come up with and develop.
That's awesome. So there's really that convenience in coming in to work out whenever you can.
100%.
So I also saw that you guys had some heart rate screen up there with everyone's heart rate. So
Yes.
That's a technology that you guys have here. What kind of technology would you say that benefits your facility the most?
Well, that's one of them. All right, because again, within 5 to 10 years, every fitness club will probably have a heart rate monitor because it's the way to go. All right, you want to monitor your workouts. You want your clients to make sure they're getting the best workout possible. You can't tell if someone's a good actor and going to be like, oh, I'm dying, I'm gonna puke, I'm gonna stop, right? You don't know. If they tell me that, I look up at their heart rate, I'm like, you're barely working, let's go, you know? But that there is also a motivational factor to keep people going harder, right? Because they want to get to that next level. They want to be there. And then after the workout, it gets emailed to them, and so they can actually have it, and it shows them their week and their month of how they're working out, how many calories they're burning, and all that good stuff, right? So that there is amazing in itself. My other big thing that I have that no one else around this area has, there's only about 7 in Ontario, is my Fit 3D scanner. All right. Most fitness clubs have a body comp machine which tells you your fat, water, muscle, and that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest with you, because they're not very accurate, you know, overall. But my Fit 3D scanner complements it because now we give you a scan and we send you a 3D avatar of yourself and gives you laser accurate measurements around your body. So every time you come in, one, you're going to get accurate measurements. Okay, and 2, you're going to be able to see change in your body because you can actually put 2 beside each other and actually rotate them and actually see what the differences between different parts of your body is.
Oh wow, that's very interesting.
It's awesome.
That must give you a really big competitive edge over other gym facilities.
I'm hoping so, yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of a technology like that before, so that's really interesting.
It comes out of the States and yeah, like I said, not too many people around this area have it.
All right. So let's just go on to other things. So what would you say that one of your most rewarding moments have been since you've opened?
You know what? They continue going. I'm going to say in my career because I do Bootcamp's been around for not even 3 months yet, right? But you know what? I can put it down because I'm telling you, these ladies, these men and ladies, they changed my life, all right? Because they come in with tears in their eyes, big smile, give me a hug. You know, I've lost that 5 pounds I've never lost, the 10 pounds, the 15 pounds. I can I can walk the stairs at work without problems. You know, I made it in 4 times this week. I've never worked out 4 times in 1 week. You know, those are the things, the feelings that you never see, right? Those are the things that, or you never feel anywhere else because I'm actually helping someone change their entire life, changing their personal life, changing their family life, changing their environment around them. And that's why, that's exactly why I do what I do. And that's my proudest moment. My proudest moment is every single time that happens. And my goal is to hear something every day, okay? I will actually go home and actually, you know, when I recap my day, I actually go, oh man, I didn't get a testimonial today. I didn't get a success story today. I'm upset, right? Because it's something that I want to hear every day because that's what motivates me to wake up at 4 a.m. and do my thing to get this to be the best program possible for every single member out there.
Wow, that sounds so inspiring.
It's fun.
Okay, so what would you say would be your most difficult moment? So whether it was starting up Ideal Bootcamp or anything that you've encountered since it's been opening?
You know, I'm not going to say the easy cop-out for anybody to save money, right? I'm an average guy, never grew up with much, so you know, money is always going to be an issue. So that's a cop-out. My biggest thing was ignorance. Ignorance cost me money. Not knowing, you know, different things about the business aspect of stuff and different ways around doing certain things. And I should have really educated myself a little bit more before I decided to jump 2 feet in. But I exactly did that. I was determined, and I was, you know, tunnel vision, they say, tunnel vision forward, and I forgot to worry about the little things like how to run a business.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. And just one last thing, is there any advice that you'd like to give anyone when they're trying to start a business or do something that you've done? One piece of advice?
My advice to you or to anybody would be, because the health and fitness industry has so many different ways of going into it, you can do so many different things. First, you got to find what you want to do and what you're passionate about. All right? If you chase the money, it will change through time. If you follow your heart, you will stick with it and you will make the money. All right? Because once you find where you're going to go, once you know this is what I'm going to do, and it may change, but at this moment, this is what I want to do because this is what I see, and this is what the advice, and Jeremy said to do this, and this is where I want to go. Follow that, and then be in the top third of the industry in that. Don't be average. Don't be the worst. Be in the top third. Find out what makes you better than everybody else in that industry. What do you have to do? Do you have to wake up earlier than everybody else? I do, right? I don't know any of my entrepreneur buddies that I know that wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? I start before they do. They get my emails before they send theirs out, right? I'm here later than everybody else, right? I educate and train my staff on a weekly basis, right? It's what's going to make you better than everybody else, all right? What technology is it? What program is it? What course is it? What certification is it that's going to drive you to be, hey, I'm going with her because she has it, right? And that's what you need to do, is go after that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. And again, this is Jeremy Wake from Ideal Bootcamp. Thank you.
Good.